From Lego Monkey Kid. This is set 80031, aka Mace Dragon Car. It includes 4 minifigs, it has 456 pieces, and it will retail for $50 starting on January 1st, 2022. Now, let's take a look. The build. So the set consists of 3 builds. This is MK's skateboard, and I don't know how most people feel about this build, but I actually like it because it is an oversized skateboard. We are just accustomed to seeing oversized cars, oversized bikes, oversized everything. But when's the last time we saw an oversized skateboard? The build doesn't revolutionize the world, but it works fine. Now moving over to the Shadow Monkey bike, and I actually really like this bike. Coming into the build, I was not a fan of it at all. I thought it looked really chunky, but after finishing the build, it is very chunky, but it has its charm. It's not anything groundbreaking, but it's not as bad as you might think. The gunmetal gray exhaust pipes really make this work for me. I also really like how they use the ratchet joint to make the angle of the front wheel. That is a really cool technique, and I love the use of the trans purple in general across the vehicle. This isn't meant to be the big draw of the set, but as a side villain vehicle, it does its job. Now let's take a look at the main draw of the set, the Dragon Car. And Lego over the year has done a lot of oversized cars. They've just done it to death. So what does this one do different? A couple of things. I can't recall the last time I built an oversized car with a play feature that was built into the vehicle this well. And if you guys don't know what it is, the car actually shoots fire. It uses one of these new missile pieces that was introduced in the summer. At first I was a really big fan of this play feature, but then I would just be playing or moving this around and the play feature would just go off. And it became a bit annoying, especially because this missile does travel a bit of a distance. And it was annoying that I was just rolling this around the floor and the projectile would just randomly launch. Now talking about the aesthetics, I don't know how you feel about it, but I really like the face. It does feel like it doesn't have a jaw. I will say, the arms of the dragon suck. Lego got completely cheaped out with the arms of the dragon. These things, like, come on, they're just way too thin and small. I get the concept of the dragon car. It's a car shaped like a dragon, and I was really buying the concept up till I assembled the arms, and I was like, no, okay, these are way too thin and just do not work at all. Now the cockpit area is so well done. It's in this trans green piece, and May really just sits in there perfectly. I have no complaints about the cockpit. The cockpit, I think, is probably the best thing about the entire build. And in the back, of course, you have the green swords as thrusters. Something I have to note is that the set includes weapon storage, which Lego has included in every single Monkey Kid vehicle in this wave, and I just think it's fantastic. The minifigs. The set includes 4 minifigs, and none of them are new. Starting off, we have Mr. MK in his brand new yellow jacket design, and I've said before in the past, but I absolutely love this fig. The lack of side leg printing isn't really a bummer because they added arm printing. The back is fantastic, and in general, I love how they redesigned MK's outfit for the 2022 wave. Accessory wise, MK comes with a map of the 3 locations of the fire rings, a compass, and his staff. The May in this set is the same one from Macaque's Evil Mech, and I absolutely love this May. I love the introduction of the brand new color scheme with the new yellow color and the teal. I still would have wished just to keep a bit more of white and green, but the yellow and teal are not an issue for me. I love the ancient yet futuristic design, and accessory wise, May includes the dragon sword and this kind of evolution form, which I can't wait to see in action. Now the villains of the set are the 2 Shadow Monkeys, Rumble and Savage, and yeah, there's really isn't anything that changes. These are just generic army man, and the 2 that come in the set are the exact same minifig. Value. So the set will retail for $50, and it includes 456 pieces, which that gives it an 11 cents per piece. And that is kind of bad. I have to say, it does feel kind of bad. I feel if this set was 40, it would have been a banger, and a lot of people will be talking about buying this day one. But just for me, at 50, this doesn't feel like a $50 set. Maybe if the bike was bigger, because it just like the car is very thin. for comparison, here is the car next to the Cloud Roadster, but in all honesty, I just do not see the $50 in this set at all. Conclusion. It's a good set. It's not the best set out of the wave, like, don't get me wrong, I like it, but I think it's obvious this is the worst set of the entire wave. Oversized cars in my head really need to innovate and do stuff differently, and this one does try out a couple new things, but never to the point where it's outstanding, or like, I don't think I'm gonna remember the build at all. Overall, I enjoyed the car. I think it's a good, cheap set. If you're not planning on buying any of the expensive Monkie Kit sets, pick this one up. But if you are planning on getting the expensive sets, just get the expensive sets. Like, there are no exclusive figs in this set. You're really not missing out on anything special. And in all honesty, I think I could live without this vehicle. But if you really want this set, I'd suggest just wait and pick this up at a slight discount. I don't think it's a day one buy, but hey, that is just my brick opinion. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and check out our other LEGO Monkie Kit reviews. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and thanks for watching. Take care.